So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Suriname against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Van Bommel.
Playing game number 100 for his current employers. Yeah, is there a chance? Van Bommel.
Van Bommel.
Short changes him with that pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well read, nice interception. It's Aguero! It's hit the upright. And the ball is out of play. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's come off the upright. That is decidedly lacking.
Van Bommel.
And here's Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Off the post! Oh, can he get onto this? Can he latch onto this? Well read, and the danger is averted. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Shevchenko. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has been cut short. Timber. Van Bommel. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And it's Stojkovic.
Van Bommel.
He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now then, the ball's come loose. Stojkovic knocks it into space. Now, can they get... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
First breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Aguero.
Suriname are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense.
Van Bommel.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van Bommel really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's bounced back off the post. That's an excellent interception. He's going for goal. Goes for a shot. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Shevchenko.
Van Bommel.
First. Lovely bit of skill. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber.
Suriname truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Van Bommel.
And here's Aguero. And here's Stojkovic. Now it's Rooney.
Van Bommel.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to play it through. Conte. Cruyff. He's played it back. And it's Thuram. Threads one in. Looking for the far post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has put paid to that. Now it's Shevchenko. Can he get it through? Stojkovic. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Suriname currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Aguero! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Now it's Rooney. And it's been played through. It's Basho! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Silvestre.
Van Bommel.
Cruyff. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Odo.
Van Bommel.
And it's Baggio. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Baggio.
Might want to be careful there. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything
Coming on the
tactical or
field
injury
is
related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Bebeto.
Not the most accurate pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Timber. And they win it back again. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, he's taken it. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Suriname with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Suriname really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Aguero. Suriname still have the cards to affect this game. And now the breakaway. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Tries to pass, takes a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Conte, and this is Kante. Oh, good play! Oh, crossbar! And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's a good spell of possession, this. Aguero! Aguero! He just does goals! A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting better and better. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course it's...
Diaz! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Cruyff. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That is a brilliant interception. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bebeto going forward, and the through ball. Nice interception, his positioning was... He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he's not getting his way this time. Jordan Henderson. That's Bebeto.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Somewhat off target. Stojkovic, given the lift of his goal. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 3 minutes
Nicely
added
weighted
time.
ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Shot, surely! Conte. Cruyff. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's through here. That's a little off target. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, here's the audaciously talented Jack Wilshere, Jim. Now, here's a guy with exceptional ability.
And heart. I mean, some of the very best have praised him for that great spirit he has.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the gritty stuff, the nuts and bolts.
That's right, there's a definite streak of iron running through this guy.
Spread out to the left. Doku. Bellingham. Baresi. And here's Baggio.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Caceres. And it's Wilshere. Costa Curta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ruben Neves. And it's Bellingham. He's having a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Wilshere. Roberto Baggio opts for safety. Wilshere. And it's Ruben Neves. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Still goalless. Baresi is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Suriname ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Bellingham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Jordan Henderson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ruben Neves really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ruben Neves. Costa Curta. To Ruben Neves. Threads one in. Duke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Akanji. 15 minutes till half-time. That's going wide left. Can he get it through?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Bellingham. Wilshere. Ruben Neves. Now it's Rooney.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Baresi with the foul. So what can they conjure from this one? Oh, good stop, it had to be. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Spread it left. And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Punched away. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Look where it came from. Bellingham. He's going for goal! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
For Manchester United, after 43 minutes,
Piercing, and
number
with
14,
pinpoint accuracy, he
Bellingham.
forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they
There
had
will
in
be 1
mind for the
minute added
half-time
time.
team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Suriname
Those of you
go
making
in
their way
at
home on
half-time
public
with a
transportation
game to
today,
chase.
please watch the screen for train departure
Well, let's
times
not beat
from all
about the bush,
local major
Peter. It's been
stations.
fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Suriname can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Driven in. Timber tries to clear.
Van Bommel.
He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's picked his way through. Now this Diaz! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Here, getting up there! Against the crossbar. That was superb goalkeeping.
Diaz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Doku.
Wilshere, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Bellingham. No, he's not getting past him there. Nicely weighted ball. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Kobel sends that a long way. Suriname still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Can he get onto this? Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. To Ruben Neves. 60 minutes played. Now it's Rooney. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Akanji. Can he get on the end of this? And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Costa Curta. Ruben Neves. Baresi. Caceres. Wilshere. Baresi. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Neves. Now Costa Curta. Doku finding himself in space. Oh, well played, well played. And he shoots! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Doku. Ruben Neves. Belling. Costa Curta. Looking for a run-up. Doku is in a really good position out wide. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play, and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Rooney. It's Basho! And a neat finish. And they are dragging it back.
The goal
Game
scores
on
for
again.
Suriname. After 84
And a trademark
minutes
move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Diaz! Oh, he's managed to get
Substitution in progress.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Costa Curta. Chiesa. Ruben Neves. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chiesa has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that
2
simple.
added minutes has been
Costa
indicated.
Curta. Baresi. And it's Caceres. Wilshere. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. That's that, the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Suriname.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Germany have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
It's a good ball out wide, in towards the back stick. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to get it away. Van Bommel. Diaz. And he shoots!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Eto'o receives it in a wide position. And it's Baggio. Baggio going forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now this could be a chance. A hugely experienced Hugo Lloris is looking as focused as ever, Jim.
He is, and that focus, Peter, is just one of his many outstanding qualities. For me, his speed, his reflexes, the decision-making all stand out as well. It's a bit of a shame for him that his career has coincided with those of so many other top-quality keepers.
I suppose it has been very difficult for him to stand out. Still, there are those who maintain that he's been the best in the English league on his day.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to agree with them, Peter.
Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Van Bommel.
Diaz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Diaz.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So we're still where we started right now. Marcelo.
Germany definitely like their pressing from the front.
A decent chance! Goal, Germany! And we have liftoff! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind.
Shot a goal! Goal, Germany! And they get themselves in front! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Germany leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. And he's... Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eto'o. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Henderson running with the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Xavi. Taken perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Saviola. Saviola! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In he goes again. And he's gone long. And it's Xavi. And here's Baggio. Rijkaard. Marcelo cuts out the pass. Raul. And the counter is on. Van Bommel. Tries to play it through. Marcelo. Shifted it to the flank. Back towards the middle. And it's Baggio. Raul. Oh, they could break here.
2 added minutes has been
That's been
indicated.
intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for the run. Now, who's going to be first to this? Raul does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Van Bommel.
Tries to pass it through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's fabulous. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much
Fellow
in it.
attendees, this is a lost
Neither side
children's
holding back
announcement.
here. It has
Please
been
keep your
quite a
eyes
half
on your
this.
children
Yeah,
during
they're
the
ahead,
match at
Peter,
all
but they
times.
can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution.
That gets us going once more.
Suriname can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Saviola, and he is deftly away. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Suriname clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted. Raul. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get on the end of this? There's a sharp little ball here. Suriname do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Lahm. And here's Eto'o. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Thuram. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And this is Roberto Baggio. He's in! It's Baggio! Goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Suriname are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Suriname dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rooney! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And it's been played through. It's Basho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That pass has been well intercepted. Odo gets over and intercepts. Suriname perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lam charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Saviola. Raul. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And this is Saviola. Taken back almost at once.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Odo does really well to win the ball there. Rooney. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Xavi. And the shot's on here. Now it's Eto'o. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's really well manoeuvred. Henderson wins the duel this time. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Substitution for Germany. Number 20. Javier Saviola.
This is intriguing.
Number
Next
13.
goal critical.
Xavi.
Listen, the fans haven't
Number
given up
5.
on this by any means.
Vieira.
They still believe it can
Coming
be
on
won.
the field. Number 19.
Van Bommel.
Owen.
It's a decent
Number
chance to
8.
counter-attack.
Platini.
He's being urged to shoot.
Number 3. Pirlo.
Oh, the ball's come
Substitution in
loose here.
progress.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries one from range. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Van Bommel really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety.
2 added minutes
Oh, well
has been
played.
indicated.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Pirlo makes the interception. Platini. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your
And a quick
reflections then, Jim?
reminder.